just get adjusted a little bit, and there's less pressure too in some respects in not starting the game.
Sure.
Of course, the other night, Jeremy Hamilton also was out of the lineup at the start of the game, had a flat tire on the way to the game. It is things that haven't happened in the past. COVID has affected a lot of things. One is how these teams get to road games, so that was something they had to overcome. 2-4. They played pretty well, if the score indicates, against Lexington Catholic, lost by about 15 or 16. Their wins are in County and Simon Kenton.
A down Lafayette team, or if people call it a bad Lafayette team, it's about like bad pizza. It's still pretty good, right?
It's like last year. They came in here, I think, 2-11 or some season, and you thought Scott County would probably roll in that one, and they came out and just shot lights out. I think hit 7 or 8 threes in the first quarter, and it was catch up all night for SC. They can't afford to do that. And I think that's been a problem with this team, just about a slow start.
Yeah, if you find yourself traveling uphill the majority of the game, there's so many things that have to go right. Then when you have a lead, there's a couple things you can do wrong, a couple turnovers, and you keep your lead. But when you're playing, you're trying to keep your head above water, even it just makes it hard on everybody.
Talk about some statistics. We mentioned Isaiah Haynes. He is the leading scorer on this team at 15.9 points per game. He also pulls down 5.3 rebounds, rather. The assist leader is Chase Grigsby at 3 per game. He had a nice game the other night. He had kind of a 6-6-5 line. And if he's not shooting a high volume of shots, I think that's probably better. If he's more of a distributor for this team, I think better things happen for them.
And that's what I was going to mention earlier when we talked about the other 3 guys, really stepping it up. It's going to bring on Elias. It's going to bring on Jeremy. Chase Grigsby is the head. He's the head of the snake. And a lot of times if you cut the head of the snake off, the rest of the body goes, right? So I think he's mature enough. He gets it. He's a gamer. He needs to get out of his mind, score first. He needs to distribute. And then if my shot's there, definitely take it. If my shot's open, but you know what? When I do get in the lane, who's out on the wing? Is Nick Mosby out here on the wing wide open because they helped on me? Is Micah Glenn on the other wing? Is Isaiah open? That's his mindset, and that his mindset to help him succeed, which in turn is going to help Scott County succeed.
Mosby at 10.7 points per game now. Richard by about 4.5 per game right now. They were 7 to the good, or maybe 5 to the good against Bourbon County. But that was a huge deficiency early in the season. The other one remains free throw percentage, and not just, I think it's a statewide thing. Scott County only shooting 55% from the line. Its opponents are only shooting 57. So if they can just
that's a blessing for Scott in the 70s, where you as a team, you normally as a coach, you say, hey, somebody else. But it's something they have to literally they have to take it upon themselves to go and make sure they're shooting 50 to 100 free throws a practice.
They were 7 for 12 from the line at Bourbon County, were the Scott County Cardinals. Fortunately for them, the Colonels went 6 for 20, left 14 points on the table in what was basically an 8, so that obviously made a big difference. Lafayette scoring pretty balanced. Torrey Turner leads it at 10.3 per game. Will Stanford 7. They've got, all the way down the list. They play about 10 guys, and they all can contribute. So it's a similar looking general team to last year. The one thing we alluded to the other night, if you were watching the girls' game, no Ray Surratt. They don't have that 6'10"
earlier pregame. He said that when I looked at down here on this end of Lafayette, I said they look like they have one big kid. And he said, yeah, that big kid, if he gets out, meaning if he steps out in transit, he said he can outshoot anybody in this gym. He said what that hurts is you put on him to defend him way out there, and then also to guard him underneath. So he can be a bad matchup on the outside. So that's something, Scott County defensively is going to have to make sure that he's not stepping out and getting uncontested threes.
Their rebounding is by committee as well. Turner at 5.2, DeYoung at 5.2. Here for you on the Bird's Nest Broadcasting Network, brought to you by Bluegrass Orthopedics, Burger King, Galvin's on Main, Greens Toyota of Lexington, Georgetown Community Hospital, West Banco, Brookhouse Properties, so many others. Time to Shine Car Wash, Scott County Veterinary Clinic, Chick-fil-A, Steve Skierman, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Clark's Pump and Shop, People's Bank, TMMK, Domino's Pizza, DMK CPA, Ozer Paint and Flooring. Tonight's Player of the Game Award will be presented by Clark's Pump and Shop. 3, I think, soon to be 4 Georgetown locations serving you as the buzzer goes off, and we will have our anthem. Be back with you in about a minute and a half. Lafayette Generals, the visitor tonight, of course, coached by Michael Mendenhall III, who you don't need a history lesson about Scott County basketball to know he is through the Lexcath lineage coaching tree from back in the glory days of that rivalry with the SC. They come in with a record of 2-4, as we said, from that 43rd district. 42nd district is kind of on hold right now. Scott County is about the only team that's able to put a team on the court right now, knock on wood.
Yeah, I mean, I see we're next week we're scheduled to have 3, and right now 2 have already been canceled.
That's really the reason that this game was scheduled kind of at the last second. Coach Glenn knew that he was going to have a couple of sparse weeks and wanted to pick up a game as he could. They are introducing the Lafayette starters now. Kobe Blake will be one of them. They got to take off their warm-ups before I can tell you who they are. Number 33 is Abe Nelson. He might be that big guy you were talking about.
That's him. That's absolutely him, yes.
Number 24 is Cam DeYoung. Number 20 is Daniel Kinley, and number 23 is Will Stanfield. Your starters for the Cardinals, as we mentioned, Elias Richardson will be the 6th man tonight. It will be the only senior in the lineup is Chase Grigsby, the point guard. Get back-to-back wins, however, and that's not uncharted territory. They were as far below 500 as 9-13 late in the season. That was about this time on the calendar last year.
Yes.
It's a little different through the abbreviated and delayed was the scary one because they just got really run out of the building by Douglas. They made Scott County's benefit, as counterintuitive as that is. Scott County won the coin flip as Grigsby will bring the ball up.
Get in a kind of a soft. He's playing basically what they call what pinch is, where they're all in help, one pass away from the ball, Cal, instead of being up on.
An air ball from Nelson. They get the offensive rebound. Nice. Looking at a 3 is Kinley, and now he drives. Look like a big Euro step, and it's off of Nelson's hands to Scott County.
Well, again, I like Micah Glenn's close out there, but as you saw, as he closed out, the man still went beside him there. He needs to take a better drop step after he closes out. Will keep the man from driving. No bucket, though.
Grigsby to Glenn. Less than a minute into this one. Cards up 2-0.
And here's the 2-1 was backed. Evidently, scout report says back off of him because he was completely backed off, and Chase made him pay.
He has not shot at a high percentage this year, but they dared him to shoot it, and he did. Now there's the drive by Cam DeYoung to get Lafayette on the board.
Right. There's 2. What bothers me, Cal, is there's 2 drives in a row, 2 possessions by Lafayette. The first one they missed, that one they laid in.
Grigsby trapped in the half court, now gets it over to Mosby. He finds Haynes, and back to Grigsby to reset. 6:10 remaining first quarter, 5-2 Cardinals. Haynes with the ball, leading scorer for this team in the early season. Finds Hamilton unguarded, but he passes it up.
They can absolutely get what they want from this Lafayette defense.
Mosby back rim, no good on the 3. Good hustle by Glenn, but he can't get the rebound. And it comes down to Kobe Blake. And Lafayette brings it back up. Spin move, kick out. DeYoung for 3. Rainbow is off the back rim, no good. Grigsby rebound.
Great block out, Hamilton. Hamilton blocked out so well that the smallest man on the floor got the rebound. Beautiful.
Micah Glenn had that big game down in Madison Central to start the season. They lost that one at the buzzer to the Cardinals. They've had 2 2-point losses, had one up in overtime at Mason County as well. Nice work inside Mosby.
Nice.
With the nice head fake and the pass. Bounce pass.
His length in there, they had to double off of him when he caught the pass, and he was able to dish it to Jeremy Hamilton. That's what he gives you right
Good
there.
To get Jeremy Hamilton some offense, too, and his best offense is on those layups.
Yes,
Getting the ball inside.
Nelson's not going to be able to move with Hamilton on him.
A little bit for Mr. Nelson. Nice floater there by Kobe Blake.
Can't get beat off the dribble.
Living up to the name, 7-4. 4:47 remaining first quarter. Grigsby quickly across the timeline.
One more pass. Oh.
And with the drive, the finger roll no good. Comes down with the rebound is Nelson for Lafayette, and up quickly is Blake. Gets it back. Foul line, elbow, throws it away.
Micah Glenn, that's where I would like, and Coach Glenn and I talked about, if he gathers himself when he gets through and goes straight up instead of trying to finger roll over, that's a 6'5", 6'6" kid there. He will have so much success if he can hit the little teardrop or even use the board right there in the middle of the lane.
So you got to do those fundamental things.
Yes, he does.
Mid-range stuff, and as you said, use the glass. We'll go to Lafayette on the alternating possession with 4:22 remaining. first quarter.
See if Scott County can prevent. If they can prevent a drive, I think they can get a big lead here. I really do.
That's something they haven't had early, as we mentioned, very much. Almost the steal, and it is a steal by Lafayette, and they've got a chance to take the lead here. DeYoung again at the rack. He gets fouled, and he'll have to earn it at the line with 3:51 remaining.
Micah's going to get a little seat here. He's had a couple turnovers last two possessions. He's going to get a little break here.
That's going to bring in Elias Richardson and J.Z. Middleton. We didn't talk about him much in the pregame, but he's made some nice contributions off the bench, part of that talented junior class. DeYoung ties it with a free throw.
I'll tell you what, J.Z. Middleton, there's been a lot of guys that has range. He's got
to 7 at the 3:45 mark of the first quarter.
That's the
lob pass, back door. Richardson thought it was deflected. It was, and it will stay with the Cardinals.
That pass you have to make that Chase finally saw right there is if you do, the 2-2-1 is going to come at you and trap you on one side. The opposite throw across is wide open.
Richardson in the paint. Nice. Tries to get the look to Haynes, but it's tipped and intercepted. Coming back the other way. 3-point attempt. Lafayette short. Rebound Haynes.
Now they need to run right here.
They will run as Grigsby will find Middleton as if on cue. Fires it in and out. No good. Rebound Lafayette.
So that's okay. Every time he's open, he's got the green light.
Going to be a foul way away from Lafayette with, as we expected, some almost wholesale substitutions. We'll see Torrey Turner for the first time, their leading scorer, but he comes off the bench, number 5. He's in double digits on an average night, and he gets the ball. Seconds, he's on the board.
Well, I hope that Scott County is charting. I'm sure they do points in the paint because that's everything.
That's where they've all come.
Yeah, that's everything right now, and it's off the dribble.
All similar dribble drive situations. Grigsby finds Mosby for the tie. It's no good. Rebound Middleton. Got the fortuitous bounce. Now Grigsby will reset inside to Haynes. Tough angle from the baseline. Can't get it to roll in. And Lafayette with the rebound for Turner.
It's a good look. Good look from
it's the last points. And Lafayette on a 6-0 run at least. Might even be an 8-0 run. There's a steal for Grigsby, but he bounces it away. Kind of didn't really dribble it off his foot, but lost the handle. And coming back with it is Daniel Kinley. And Middleton will pick his second foul in short order.
That's unfortunate there. Kinley was out of control, and I thought Jay-Z may have had a good little steal right there.
And got flagged for it. And into the game will be Andrew Wilhite for the first time, replacing Haynes. I thought he'd replace Middleton. They'll leave Middleton yet. We have 2:08 to play.
Nice
There's a steal by Mosby flying out of bounds. Got it to Middleton.
There's that length.
Middleton to Mosby. Find Grigsby on the wing at the Toyota Classic. He thought about it on logo from about 28 feet from the basket. Thought better of it, thankfully. And there is the Lafayette foul.
I like what Jay-Z did right there. He dribbled down to get a better.
It's short, tipped, still tipped, taken down by Lafayette. Now they've got numbers, or at least the speed of Turner in the open floor, and he's going to get fouled. Lucky it wasn't a 3-point play, and he'll be going to the line. Fouls on Grigsby. That'll be his first.
Right now.
Glenn back into the game, replacing Grigsby. Torrey Turner, just under 11 points a game. He has 4 already off the bench. A little Vinnie Johnson microwave action for him.
Absolutely.
Cam DeYoung, who has 6, checks back into the game. Kobe Blake will sit down.
Very important to break this press here. We'll see what Micah and Jay-Z can do. That's a good press break. He just can't dribble through it. Got to be careful.
Middleton going all over the place and recovers it. Went off the back rim, and that might be what he needs to get going.
I hope so. That's a great look from Nick Mosby. Ball was hot right there. They moved the ball well, and they got what they wanted. They got a 5-footer from Elias Richardson.
Over in the corner, DeYoung drives the baseline again, and man, they've got to find a way to control that. Word for the rebound is Turner, who puts it away. 14-9 Lafayette, a minute left.
Yeah, they got Elias has to get in there and rebound. He really does.
They almost throw it away. Elias trapped in the corner. He barely finds Glenn, and now Glenn gets bugged by Turner and bailed out with a foul, 49.6 seconds.
Lafayette playing with a lot of energy right now.
They are indeed on a little roll after a sputtering start.
Right,
they are at 9-3, 7-3 in the conference, maybe 6-3 in the conference. Excuse me.
Play.
Inside to Richardson, but he missed the layup. Too strong. Rebound to Young.
Elias has to gather himself, Cal. I mean, he's falling forward.
Is long. Good check out by Richardson,
Great
and the rebound came down to Wilhite.
Great block out by Elias. Now this is where Scott County struggles right here. We're at the end of the quarter, where you can go under.
Don't
8.
Throw it away and give up a layup at the buzzer here.
Get something. If you just get a good attempt. If you miss it, you miss it.
7 seconds, 6 seconds. Middleton surveying the scene. He's still got the ball. 4-3. He's running out of time. He'll drive it. He'll float it. It's no good. And it will be 14-9 Lafayette at the end of the first period. So quick start, followed by another first quarter lull for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they're really struggling to put the ball in the basket. And that's going to hurt them. The body language is not that good.
Not positive.
No,
right
it really is not. And why? You're down 5 points. You didn't shoot the ball well. Let's go. Let's win this quarter.
They got down 7 at Bourbon County before business picked up. Cheerleaders in the building tonight. A little bit of energy and ambiance that we haven't always had with the situation being what it is this year, of course. We're glad you could join us if you were unable to get tickets for this game. We'll have a game next week against an old friend. Oldham County will be coming here, and Koiser Husen, the coach of the Colonels, of course, played for Billy Hicks here and has guided that program to.
Wow.
They've been to the Final Four of the Sweet 16, and they are a threat every year over there.
Yeah, I think they're top of the expected to win the 8th region.
They are an 8th region powerhouse. Yep. Certainly. It's an old rivalry, obviously, when Scott County all those years in the 8th.
So. They were my nemesis. Absolutely.
Indeed.
Shelby County, Oldham County, and Scott County were the 8th region.
Scott County ball again to start this quarter. Grigsby.
To yourself there.
Richardson off balance. He walked. Oh. And he shrugs and, like you said, body language.
Yep.
Just got to go by.
Yep. Can't change the call. Come down and play defense.
Jade Huynh in the game, running the point there for Lafayette. Huynh gets the ball on the right wing. I know he can shive from the basket anyway.
Yeah, it's just a little thing. Scott County in a hole right there. They got a long three-pointer. If he hits it, he hits it. But now he gets a chance to, shoot it from 15 feet away. 3 of them.
Huynh hits the first free throw. Get 2 more. The lead is mounting. It's up to 7. Here's another free throw. Make it 8 as Huynh goes 3 for 3.
Yeah, Scott County needs a bucket back.
Since about the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Grigsby, no-look pass into Haynes. Good ball movement there. Richardson on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Might have been partially. I don't think they got the shot they wanted out of it.
And what happened was they got the ball in the middle of the floor to Isaiah with nobody on him, and he turned around and threw it out to the wing. He needs to attack the basket when he gets it. Good hands by Micah.
There's a steal by Richardson, but Micah Glenn made the play. Now Richardson to Grigsby. Finds Haynes in the corner, in and out. Rebound, strong rebound by Elias.
That's a great.
Him for team high right now, 17-11. That's where Elias is at his best.
That's good help. Now they need to step up and help right here.
3-pointer for Nelson. He tried to draw the foul and fade away. He didn't get it. Glenn fought hard for the defensive rebound. Haynes in the open floor. He'll take it to the hole. No good. Another tough rebound for Cam DeYoung.
Isaiah needed to dial that back just a little, Cal. He was going too fast.
Yep, 90 miles an hour. Yeah, nice strong take there by number 23. That is Will Stansfield. That's his first bucket of the game. 19-11 Lafayette. Now a steal, or at least a good bid there by Huynh. It will stay with, I think it's going to stay with Scott County.
Well,
yes.
Cal, also, if you notice, Micah Glenn's getting the ball on the right side of the floor against the press, and he's trying to cross over to the middle of the floor instead of advancing the basketball. You know, he's dribbling into what he's doing. He's coming over and not having space with Chase Grigsby, and that's what's causing a problem. See, watch what Chase does here. That's how you whip it back. Now, see, Micah's going crossing the floor again. See, that's what
Lafayette is beat with 6:09 remaining here in the second quarter. They're up 8 over the Cards. Are the Generals, who come in having lost 3 straight.
Need a bucket bad right here. There he is.
Lob pass from Grigsby to Richardson. Nice
beautiful,
spin move.
beautiful.
And he gets it to go. He's got by Glenn. Nice steal by Haynes, flying out of bounds, but can Glenn catch it? Nope. It's picked off by Lafayette at the other end. Coming in for number 30. That is Kyle Raynes. He doesn't have a lot of points for them on the year. 14 coming in. Floater for Grigsby is no good. Fighting for the rebound is Haynes. He'll find Glenn for 3. No good. The rebound comes down to Lafayette. It's not one and done there, but it was 2 and done. And another baseline drive by Huynh to draw the contact.
Yeah, that's what's killing them right there. That is the Achilles heel is dribble drive to the straight line drives to the bucket is just killing Scott County.
Wilhite will check back into the game along with Mosby.
Yeah, there's got to be an adjustment made because they're getting, all the layups Lafayette's getting, everything's in the paint.
When misses after hitting those 3 a moment ago, he'll get one more. Lafayette been subbing 2 or 3 at a time this whole night. They've certainly got depth. They don't have any 1 or 2 stars you can focus on, but they beat you with sheer numbers. Huynh hits that one. He's got 4. 6 different Generals have gotten into the scoring column. Now he stops and fires to Hamilton inside. Nice little baby hook by Jeremy.
All right, we got Elias rolling now. He's scoring, and now he's through a beautiful no.
By Richardson, and now look for Grigsby. Cards, maybe a chance to make a run. They're down 7.
There he is.
They find Richardson. He's got the hot hand one way or the other. He puts it down from about 8 feet. Give him 8 points. They're within 5.
He's having one of those nights.
Yep.
We keep getting it to him.
Feed the Bulldog.
Right here where everybody needs to up to the bucket.
Just past the halfway mark of this second quarter.
There it is again.
Strong take, and he gets it to roll in. Daniel Kinley, yet another new face in the scoring column for the Generals.
Nice pass, nice look. Again.
Nice little drop pass from Mosby to Richardson for the finish. Elias has 10, 8 this quarter. Coming on strong. He was going to go up and get that and not be denied. Cards with a chance to get within 2 or 3. Grigsby clearing everybody out. He will fire away. It's long, and the rebound to Huynh.
When Elias is scoring like crazy, and then you get a bad 3.
Fortunately for Scott County, Lafayette threw it away. Middleton with the 2 fouls will check in for Grigsby.
Just because he's on fire.
Richardson with 10 for SC. Hamilton cross after he got tipped by a Lafayette defender. Now finds Wilhite. And they will reset with Middleton.
It's a good shot right there.
Doesn't get it to go, and the rebound comes down to Kyle Raynes. Knocked away by Wilhite. It will stay with Lafayette.
Right out of the offensive set.
As long as those 3s are in the flow, coaches usually won't be too. Richardson will indeed check in a little sooner than that 1:30 mark. He just got a quick breather and a drink of water. And he reports back to the scorer's table. DeYoung. Second one is good from Daniel Kinley. He has 4. Ed DeYoung distinction. Richardson has more than half the
scoring spit out, but it seems like they're all getting into the paint.
Press break is kicked there is will stay kicked away.
A little out of bounds under here.
Tends to be a sweet spot for this Scott County team, but it's stolen there. Away layup and a dunk, actually. Layup is no good but the offensive move, but a travel. Nope, offensive foul. A little elbow thrown on the spin move there by Kobe Blake. Very fortunate for Scott County as they dodge another one there, but very
with their minutes there, that right there at the end, they had a couple.
Glenn will take it to the rack. Nice. Strong take for Micah, and
he sees a big man stepping up on him. He's got to develop a little out in the lane.
And it's that 10-point magic number now, 31-21. Cards break the press. Grigsby finds Haynes in the corner. Haynes will jump stop and hit a runner.
Nice.
That puts him with 4 points. They need some more out of him. He's averaging almost 16. They're within 8. And it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Lafayette. DeYoung again on the baseline. He drew a crowd that time.
See that out of bounds up. It reminds me of what we saw last night.
Yes, yes, indeed. Some bad memories of a team that wears red. DeYoung with the take, no good. Rebound, Mosby get within 6, maybe 5. Grigsby dumps it off to Mosby, times a wasting floater, no good. Rebound comes down to Lafayette, and there's the horn. After 16 minutes of play, it is 3. So another sluggish up and down first half for the Cardinals. Ends with an 8-point deficit. Little Paul Simon action late in the evening. One trick pony. Good stuff. Lafayette, it seems like they get well whenever they play Scott County. They weren't on the original schedule this year. First time in a long time. Of course, they were usually, for those of you that are used to Classic and seeing that online silent, visiting the Classic and seeing that online silent auction, or seeing the silent auction, it is online. I promised to bring the on the Scott County social media as well, where you can go and bid on some beautiful items and support all these athletic programs that depend. It's not just basketball here. It's not just Scott County. It's both schools, and a lot of the lower, almost non-revenue programs are really dependent.
Right. And it's not like there's any chintzy items on there either. They're
it's good stuff.
You have to log on there and check out those items.
It is good.
There's any chintzy items on there either.
It's good stuff.
You have to log on there and check out those items.
It is good stuff. Let's talk about the halftime scoring. It won't take us long for the Cardinals. Elias Richardson has 10. He came off the bench to start the game, as we mentioned. He had 8 in a strong second quarter. Then it tails off to 4 for Jeremy Hamilton. Haynes, 3 for Chase Grigsby. 3 for Chase Grigsby. And 2 for Micah Glenn for the total of 23. And then for Lafayette, also a lot of balance over there. You have Daniel Kinley with the 7 points. Torrey Turner, their leading scorer on the season, but didn't really play that much. Came off the bench. He had 6 quick ones. Also 6 points for Cameron DeYoung. No relation to Dennis DeYoung, we assume.
Oh, there you go, little
Arigato.
Mr. Robato.
Will Stanfield had 4 points. And Kobe Blake had 2. Actually, Jade Wynn had 4. You got to throw him in there. And Kyle Raynes.
I like Jade Wynn's
he came off the bench as well. Handles the point. Handles the point. Can drive. Can shoot. Got a good skill set.
Cal, we can break this down any way you want for Scott County, but I'm telling you, until they keep people out of the lane, it's going past, and then you turn around and these guys are just straight AAU playground. I'm going by you and I'm going to lay the ball in, or I'm going to go to the foul line, and that can't. I mean, that's just your number one defensive principle.
Alluded to that with me in our post-game conversation after the basketball's changing. And, you know, we used to have the heat, and then for a while it was the pinch, and now it's you've got to guard against that drive, and you've got to stay behind the ball.
Sure. What you have to do also is you got to know your personnel. If you're not good at guarding people, you're going to have to develop something where here's what let's say, guys, here's what we're not going to do. We can't count them. You cannot give up in four quarters of basketball.
Much is offensive rebounds.
Yes.
It used to be a problem, and we saw Lafayette at least a half dozen times in that half again. But giving up second chances, a lot of points. Free throws. Lafayette cashed in 10 at the line, and that comes off. I don't even think took one.
I don't think we were at the line.
And Lafayette for 11 or 10 for 12. So.
And Lafayette is playing a very soft man-to-man. They've never been known for their defense. Once you get them out of their press and just what they do, they go into relaxing. They're not relentless. They're not in the passing yards to be able to beat this 2-1-2 press. And what it is see that, or as a couple times they brought Isaiah up to the middle, and when you hit the guy in the middle, he's got to attack. It's just that's how you beat 2-2-1. Easier me sitting up here than doing it. But I've seen it so many years because Mendenhall, again, I alluded to, he comes from Lexington Catholic. They ran that all through when he's got to attack. It's just that's how you beat the 2-2-1. Easier because Mendenhall, again, I alluded to, he comes from Lexington Catholic. They ran that all through when Mr. Mendenhall's boy, with Brandon Salzman. That's what they do. So Scott County's used to throw back across the court to your partner.
In that half. The good news is Cards are only down 8. So, I mean, it could be a lot worse.
You have to, I'm sure Coach Glenn's doing that. You got to build on that, and stay positive. Stay positive. Say, guys, we're a couple of possessions away here.
Georgetown men leads 63-50. It's remaining down at Bethel, so chance to get their 10th win of the season. Lady Cardinal Malia Owens had another double-digit game for Tennessee Tech tonight in their 61 win. Nice. And, of course, we'll have by the time you get home, get done watching this game, we get home, we can probably watch the second half of EKU. Because
are they on tonight?
They've been on a roll. I'm trying to think. They probably just EM plus. I'm trying to think who they were playing. They are at home. I believe they're at McBrayer, and they are playing UT Martin. That game is probably underway as we speak. Yep. And I'm dialing up the score now, 6-6 early on, 5 minutes in. 8-6 EKU. It's the music here. Bill Holland taking care of us.
His personal playlist.
It's interesting to see. You get the Bill Holland playlist. You have the Kevin Conrad playlist. And then occasionally the kids will sneak in some music before the game, and it's their playlist. And you have to always be careful of that one. Cardinals back on the court as they have a couple of minutes to gather their thoughts. We've got the link, 32auctions.com/Toyota Classic, and you can go on there and bid. I think it's till the 28th or 29th. Please do.
Just incredible. They really are.
Help the worthy athletic programs of Scott County Schools. Mr. McLean is delivering the stats. Thank you, sir. Scott County shot 39%, Lafayette 41%. As we mentioned, 10 for 11 from the line, and Scott County did not take a free throw. They were also 1 for 9 from 3. Lafayette 1 for 7, so that was a wash. Rebounds,